Tensions are escalating in the Middle East as Israel and the United States reaffirm their joint strategy on Gaza and Iran. Following a high-profile meeting between Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Netanyahu declared that Israel and President Donald Trump share a common strategy for Gaza's future. He emphasized that their coordinated efforts would ensure Trump's vision for the Palestinian territory becomes a reality. Meanwhile, U.S. officials reiterated their belief that traditional approaches to Gaza have failed and that a bold new direction is needed. Netanyahu issued a stark warning to Hamas, vowing to open the gates of hell in Gaza if all hostages are not returned. He stressed that Israel, with Washington's full support, is committed to dismantling Hamas's military and political presence. Rubio echoed this sentiment, stating that Hamas must be eliminated and that no peace can be achieved while the group remains in power. The US-Israel alliance remains steadfast, with Netanyahu expressing confidence that their shared strategy will bring a permanent end to threats from Gaza. Beyond Gaza, Netanyahu made it clear that Israel, with US backing, is determined to counter Iran's nuclear ambitions and regional influence. He described the US-Israel partnership as crucial in preventing Tehran from acquiring nuclear weapons. Over the past 16 months, Israel has targeted Iranian-linked sites across the region, and Netanyahu assured that with Trump's unwavering support, we can and will finish the job. According to Reuters, at least 18 people, including 5 children, have died in a stampede at New Delhi railway station as crowds rushed to board trains for the Kumbh Mela. The incident occurred late Saturday night on 2 platforms where large numbers of pilgrims had gathered to travel to Prayagraj for the world's largest religious festival. According to officials, most victims showed no open injuries and likely died from hypoxia or blunt force trauma. 11 others were injured, with most reported to have orthopedic injuries. Witnesses described chaotic scenes with people falling over each other when the platform for a special train was suddenly changed. The youngest victim was 7 years old and the oldest was 79. A majority of those who lost their lives were women. Authorities have launched a high-level inquiry into the disaster, and additional trains are being arranged to manage the massive crowds. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed his distress over the tragedy, while Delhi officials mobilized disaster management teams and hospitals. The Kumbh Mela has a history of deadly stampedes, with past incidents in 2013 and 1954 claiming dozens and even hundreds of lives. A Levies personnel was martyred and 2 others were injured in an attack on a checkpost in Balochistan's Kalar district on Sunday. According to Balochistan government spokesperson Shahid Rind, security forces retaliated, forcing the attackers to flee. An investigation has been ordered and a search operation is underway. The injured personnel have been shifted to Quetta for treatment. Rind expressed condolences and paid tribute to the martyred soldiers, stating that the sacrifices of security forces would not go in vain. The attack follows a surge in terrorism, particularly in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan, after the banned Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan broke a ceasefire in 2022. Just a day earlier, 4 soldiers were martyred and 15 terrorists were killed in 2 intelligence-based operations. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Balochistan Chief Minister Sarfaraz Bugti condemned the attack.